Split, the second largest city in Croatia, is a mix of modern life and ancient history. With ruins dating back to the Roman Empire, a bustling waterfront, and fresh seafood served daily at many of the restaurants in town, Split is well worth a visit on a tour through Croatia. If you are planning a trip to Croatia, here are our 10 best things to do in Split. Number 10. Diocletian's Palace. Diocletian's Palace was built in 305 AD for the Roman Emperor Diocletian. This massive retirement complex sits in the center of the old town of Split. Over the centuries, the city of Split has grown up around Diocletian's Palace, and during this time, many of the palace's buildings have remained intact. Diocletian's Palace is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. If you do one thing when you visit Split, you should explore Diocletian's Palace. Important sites within Diocletian's Palace include the Peristyle, the center of the palace, the Cardo, one of the main streets through the palace, and the cellar. If you are a Game of Thrones fan, the cellar is a filming site. Daenerys kept her dragons here when she was in Meereen. On this walking tour of the old town, visit Diocletian's Palace, the Cathedral of St. Domnius, and the Riva Promenade. Number 9. Bell Tower of St. Domnius Cathedral. Split's bell tower is part of the Cathedral of St. Domnius. You'll recognize it from the skyline. If you think it's beautiful from below, just wait until you see the view from the top. If you choose to climb the St. Dominus Bell Tower, know that there are more than 180 steps. If that's within your physical capabilities, you'll find it well worth the climb to view the city, Mayan Hill, and the sea from above. A visit to both St. Dominus Cathedral and the Bell Tower costs 20 kuna, $3 per person. There are often options to purchase combination tickets that include access to various places throughout the city. Number 8. The Old Town. Some people mistakenly believe that Diocletian's Palace is the Old Town of Split, but the Old Town extends well beyond Diocletian's Palace. This part of Split is charming and worth exploring. Old Town Split is home to interesting shops, restaurants, and cafes, and has some of the best architecture in the city. Number 7. Stroll the Riva Promenade. The Riva is the harbor of Split. With palm trees, colorful buildings, and views out to the Adriatic Sea, this is a popular place for a stroll. Some of the best days in Split, and anywhere, are the ones where you stroll without an agenda. This is a good place to do it. Number 6. Climb Mayan Hill. The Marjan Peninsula sits just to the west of the old town. A series of trails crisscross their way over the peninsula. For another great view of the city, consider the stroll up Mayan Hill. Not only will you get to look out over the city from Mayan Hill, but you will also tour the old town with a local guide. The tour is usually timed for the morning or evening hours, when the weather is cooler. Number 5. Visit Trogir. Trogir is a separate coastal city just 35 minutes away by car or bus and 1 hour by ferry. This is a gorgeous, tiny town to visit. The entire old town is located on an island. You can tour Trogir in just an hour or two, if you move super fast, but a half day or longer is ideal. Number 4. Putelj Winery. If you want to visit a Croatian winery, Putelj Winery is just 20 minutes outside of Split. The winery offers tours where transportation to and from your hotel is included. Reservations are required. Number 3. Sample local wines in a wine bar. Ever tried Croatian wine? Don't worry if you haven't. Croatia's vineyards tend to be small properties, so they're not able to export internationally on a significant level. But the wines here are sensational, from the rich red Dingic of the Pelgizac Peninsula, my personal favorite, to the light and fruity Malvasia of Istria, to the deep and minerally Gruk of Korčula. Splits. Old Town is full of wine bars. My recommendation: have a glass with some pag cheese, a specialty from one of the neighboring islands. Number 2. Cleese Fortress. Cleese Fortress is located in the village of Cleese, a small village that overlooks Split. In the center of this quaint hillside town, you'll find this medieval fortress. It was built on the hill, which creates yet another perfect view of Split, the Adriatic Sea, and the surrounding islands. Originally built by the Illyrians more than 2,000 years ago, Cleese Fortress served as a point of defense, most recently, against the Ottomans. In the 21st century, Cleese Fortress was a filming location on Game of Thrones, serving as the city of Marine. Cleese is only 20 minutes from Split, and you could spend just a few hours or even make it a half-day trip. Admission to the fortress is 60 kuna, $9, for adults, and 20 kuna, $3, for children. Number 1. Museum of Croatian Archaeological Monuments. If you're a fan of ancient history, you'll love the Museum of Croatian Archaeological Monuments. It's one of the oldest museums in Croatia. Its goal is to study and collect tangible and intangible Croatian culture from the 7th to 15th century. There are about 20,000 artifacts total, telling the story of this nation. It's a great experience to immerse yourself in the country by learning about the rich history and culture of Croatians. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing content.